ears.
So,
I don't know why you
what up, people? This is your friendly neighborhood shooter, broadcast you live from the podcast side. This is the Union Podcast. We're just -1. He'll be joining us later. But today, bitch, I'm alpha. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You joined by Reese. You joined by Vader. Alpha? I'm just reading the title.
Oh, I should say, yeah, who you
reading the title.
Motherfuckers go play that.
And joined by this guy. Joined by Pac-Man, you know, the usual suspect.
Pac-Man.
This is the conversation for today.
Y'all know that was Pac title.
Yes, it was. Because, bitch, I'm actually an alpha, Phi Alpha, high school brother.
He said he cleaned it up.
All right, and I'm sitting in the back, and I'm using my stand. Fuck y'all. Because it took me a while to get my stand, and I was the only one holding my mic.
Hey, I was cool with the ones we
all
had.
holding. Now we rocking with you. Now you want to be different.
Hold those mics in y'all faces like that.
Later, what it is?
We talking alpha males, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you be an alpha male if you got to tell somebody you're an alpha male? How does that work? How you feel about that? If you got to announce to the room, or you got to announce to the woman you with that you're an alpha, are you really an alpha?
Shit, that seems like that's what all we do now. We got a lot of damn explaining.
Yeah, I don't even believe in that title. I think there's something made up to gain somebody confidence to be just an asshole unnecessarily.
An asshole?
Yeah.
What you think alpha male's an asshole?
I mean, somebody just want to be puff their chest out, demand something. Like at our age, we have certain ways we say certain things we said in our ways that you can't change. But I don't think alpha male calling yourself an alpha change that or make that even anything different. I just think sometimes people grasp to things for unnecessary reasons to be confident about it.
Do we think it's like a mentality that you adopt?
Well, let's think about it. In the animal kingdom, they do have alpha males and beta males. Then, especially if you think about a pack of wolves, so you're going to have one that's tried and trusted and true that leads the pack, and then you got one that's not as big as that one, don't do the foraging and can't defend the pack, so he's in the back of the pack. But I don't think it really assimilates to, actually the interaction between men and women. Who's going to be dominating and domineering in those particular spaces. I think just sometimes people use that as some type of tool to kind of get over on people.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how am I alpha male? So whatever I say goes. Nah, that's kind of bullshit to me.
Well, I think Vader had a point. Is like if you have to announce it, then it's probably you're trying to geek yourself up to believe that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
False sense of confidence.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that title doesn't exist, right? What I'm saying is like
actually it doesn't exist according to psychologists. Go ahead.
But yeah, okay, all right. But now you made me forget what I was gonna say.
Because it's all
if she doesn't see you that way, it doesn't matter how much you beat your chest, right? She's never gonna respect you in that lane. So it's kind of like something that you already have to, I don't want to say establish, but it's already have to like be in you. It already has to, it kind of comes with the territory, the respect, right? If you don't respect you as one, no matter how much, you know what I'm saying? You call it dominance, it's going to be it's going to feel like control.
Can we drop this in the head?
Well, first of all, you got to describe alpha male.
Yeah.
Because maybe everybody has a different definition.
Because it's all alpha male. It's all bullshit.
Like, I don't know. Alpha males, I mean, I look at it just being confident. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you stand on everything that you say, stand on every decision that you make. You know what I'm saying?
That's a human characteristic.
Yeah, if you stand on every decision that you make, then you essentially, more people, I mean, they'll follow you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Because you're confident in it. No, this is how it's going to go because it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But a lot of times now, like, I mean, and I think it was more, that was just more prevalent to the past, like a lot of things have changed now, and with the women's and the rights and just how things have just, man, even going off into how I view a lot of men now, like they're very feminine. You know what I'm saying? So alpha males are just basically they're becoming extinct.
So would you say like your
I
granddad would
agree.
be like an
I
alpha
agree.
male?
I agree with that.
Is that a good example of back then alpha male is the grandfather?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because the women saw them as that. And I don't want to say, and I guess we're using it wrong. Like Pac-Man say, like it's not alpha male. It's just basically like
Head of household.
head of household. Head
But, I
of
mean,
household.
that's just the terminology we use in
Mhm.
modern
Right.
society. But it doesn't mean that it's any less different than what it was back in the 80s. Head of household or leader of the family, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying.
Let's be real.
Whatever
The
the case may
60s,
be.
not the 80s. The 60s.
Okay, 80s. You know what I'm saying?
The
I mean
60s.
60s. I mean 60s. I meant. But what I'm saying is, it's still the same thing. We just calling it now alpha male because now I think men are a lot more passive now because of the way the world is, because of the laws, because of the expectations, because of so many things that's pat against men now that it makes us like second guess ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And being an alpha, I think that it allows you to don't second guess yourself. Confidence, like you said.
Exactly. Gotta have the confidence.
You don't have to second guess yourself. You say something. People believe in what you do because you're confident in what you do. The things you do kind of comes to fruition. You know what I mean? Like you're a good leader. You lead down a certain way. It don't necessarily even have to be in a relationship. You could be the alpha male of the pack of friends that you have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could be the alpha male at work. So people that go to, like, hey, go ask Keith. Like, you know what I'm saying? This guy's always, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that alpha male doesn't necessarily always have to pertain to a relationship.
No, I think that's just conflation. Again, it's just something that you want to identify somebody as a confidence boost, because just the go-to person is the person that have a good idea. Would that person be designated as an alpha male? Like, Don have a good idea one day, and I need to go to Don because he's more educated in this particular thing, that he can lead me in the right direction.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Would that consider you
Yes.
as the alpha male?
Absolutely.
But it tend to be wrong. But I just think about like how this is kind of designed in the society right now is about it's paralleling with leadership and what leadership means in one households, one relationships and everything. And it's just another drop in a bucket of that conversation about submission as well. Women submitting, men being alpha males. It's just, to me, it's just something that's not really relevant to making decisions that's going to be the betterment of your household, betterment of yourself,
Okay,
or whoever you talking to.
So let me ask you a question. So is that breaking up homes?
What you mean?
Like the submission part, you know what I'm saying? Like women not being able to submit, basically not looking at you as being an alpha male. Is that the reason why homes are not, like families are not staying together, relationships are,
I don't think it's breaking up relationship, because one, I guess the men that deal with those type of situations because a woman don't know how to submit, or a man in a sense, in her eyes, don't know how to lead.
Right.
But that doesn't take away from him being what y'all quote unquote saying as being an alpha male.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy can come in and say, hey, I'm the breadwinner. I pay for everything and stuff like that. You're gonna make my dinner, and he can say I'm an alpha male and can make poor ass fucking decision.
That doesn't make you an alpha male.
No,
that doesn't make you an alpha male. Now,
what makes you an alpha male though?
Yeah, but I mean, but that just because you're demanding something doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't make you an alpha male, because I do this, so you must do this. No.
So what disqualifies him for saying I'm an alpha male? Because you saying because he demanded.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Anybody can say it. Like, anybody can say they're alpha male, regardless if they're alpha male or not.
Right.
I just think that the belief in what people have in you, the trust in what people have in you, what makes you an alpha, what makes you stand out, what makes, you know what I'm saying, the attention you grab when you're in the room, you know what I'm saying, the things of that nature is what makes you, the confidence that you exude in whatever situation. Sometimes you don't know it, just the fact of you giving the best opinion that's in the room at the time.
But what if it's other alpha males in the room?
It's always it's no such thing as just one. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, like it could be alpha male. It could be two alpha males in the
There's no
pack.
such thing as alpha male. And it can't be two alpha males in a pack. In the animal kingdom, it can't be. But I just think again, it's just something that's just created to kind of create a divide,
right?
To create this false sense of confidence
I agree.
you know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but go ahead, Pat. I'm sorry.
No, I just I can't get in terms with, because of the version that we see on social media in real life is not how we perceive it in our own heads, right? What it means, because what you defined it as earlier is like a quality that all of us exuded, so that makes all of us alpha male, right? So you say it's not mutually exclusive. Everybody can be an alpha male. It doesn't mean just one that have, but when you say alpha male, it has to be one. It has to be the top. It has to be somebody below it. So how can you compartmentalize that? So how you got 5 alpha males, who gonna be the most alpha-ist out of the ones, except for me, because I'm alpha actually, but how?
You're alpha.
Yes.
Lowercase.
Okay, I mean, but you don't think that? All right, so if everybody go home and they're the alpha of their household, you don't think when we get together, it's one person that's like kind of like leads the direction of where we go? Because if you don't, I could point out the person it is.
What'd you say? Yeah, can you repeat that one more time?
So if we all leave, right? We all alphas of our household. But when we get together, it's a direction. It's one person we lean on more than everybody else as for direction of where we're gonna go. So that person will be the alpha. It doesn't mean he's the toughest or the, you know what I'm saying? It's just the person that has the most confidence in what we're dealing with.
That doesn't make it an alpha male. It's
I mean,
just
how does
you're
it?
just making it a designation, right now.
What you mean?
Because you're just saying like the one person that's confident and make a decision that you can actually lean on. Like what you making is just a general statement. Like, is there going to be the only?
Read that. The definition is this is exactly what I said. It doesn't necessarily mean that it just means that in that situation, it's the person that everybody's gonna lean towards. What makes that person the alpha of the you know, the
A
group or whatever
situational
it may
alpha.
be. I don't know if it's
Could that be-
situational
It
alpha.
doesn't exist. It's just
Well,
it's just somebody that you can.
Y'all
At that current
y'all
time.
basically making Pac-Man's point.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm trying to like, man. Like it doesn't exist in that space. If somebody like, man, if it's all of us in this room and we depend on one person to make a decision, are we leaning on that same person to make all decisions? That's an alpha in what you trying to do.
Right.
Huh? But if it's just like, all right, what's the best decision of this situation, and that one person that you can point out can make the proper decision in that situation, situational alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all can bring something to the table. It's just like, man, everybody can step up and be a leader at different points.
I'm
Yeah,
a
but-
Pac. I just don't think that it exists.
It doesn't
You know what I'm saying?
exist.
Like
It doesn't.
Like it's we just confident men. Like it's not. You can't say that one person. Like everybody's going to go to one person. You know what I'm saying? And then that makes them not like
At all
they
times.
said. The alpha male, right? Is the most domineering one. You can't get a group of men together and one person is the most domineering. I just don't think that especially in these days and times. You know what I'm saying? We're all domineering. We're all going to be like, hey, we us four right here. We're going to say we're all alpha males. We're domineering. We're
Just to be contrast,
Just-
I say I'm a beta.
I
But
don't think in a room full of men, it can just be one person, that's an alpha male that's going to dominate.
I get what Veda's saying.
I think
get
so.
it.
I think so. I think egos would not allow people to say certain things, but it's always one person that stands above every. It's always one person that's going to be a cut above the next, and it's just the way life goes. Even if you are confident in every aspect, is always one person that stands. You can't name it a situation, sports, anything, teams, everything. It's always going to be one person that's going to stand above the rest.
That doesn't make
Work,
them alpha.
everything.
That's-
Yes, it does.
Sports
That's
is
not going to make them
different.
alpha
Yeah.
males. Not even in sports.
Why-
That
why
don't make them.
doesn't?
It
That just
doesn't
make them the
alpha
best
male.
players. That's all it
Right.
is.
And that's the
yeah.
person that leads the person that leads the pack.
No,
You keep thinking dominance either like fear or something.
no,
That's
we
not what an alpha
not
is.
think-
Alpha
we're
is
not
just the
thinking that.
person that leads the pack. That's it.
We're not thinking of that. Of course,
The
somebody.
best player is going to be the alpha. That's the person that everybody's going to turn. That's the person that takes the blame.
No, they don't
That's
do
the
it.
person that gets the accolades.
We can even go back to sports since you
That's
use
gonna
that.
be the alpha of the team. No?
You can go ahead and use
Alpha's
that
the
as
owner.
right. Pretty much. He pays his bill.
Not really though, because you think about New York, don't nobody respect what's his name?
Dolan.
Well, he don't have any good players. So.
Yeah, but if
He's
we
still an alpha of the team though.
but if we
Which is
using the
Thibodeau,
sports
really.
term,
It's definitely Thibodeau, but I'm just saying.
but we using the sports analogy and stuff like that. You go to that one person, the best person on that team. Let's pick a team that's been losing. What's dude's name for Sacramento? What's Fox? DeAndre Fox? Yeah.
Oh,
he's the best person on the team.
Yeah, but he's not the
He's not the alpha though.
Mhm.
Because he don't not in the media and speaking out and shit like that. You probably have Sabonis probably speaking out more so on that, you know. And even though
Harrison Barnes, shit.
yeah, if Harrison Barnes speak out, he probably not the one that kind of go out to bat behind the scenes for the team. But I understand what you're saying, that it's going to be somebody that's a cut above, but that don't create that offense.
But I think a lot of when everybody goes, they go. They're basing it off relationship wise, you know. That's all most people define alpha male as. You know, it's how the household is ran.
Now, when
the alpha males, we saying alpha male, but like in some relationships, it's the alpha female too. I mean, it's like the person that's leading. It's not necessarily we're saying alpha male,
right?
But some relationships, if we go on relationships,
right,
the men don't rule
the
relationship.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Even back in the 60s, they did.
I mean,
even back in the 60s,
with the
they didn't work and do nothing like that, so it's different back then.
Yeah, but the man, remember, they always say when a man come home, he have to hand that check to the woman, right? And she handle all the bills. To me, she handling all the bills and paying everything and giving that man an allowance. That's an alpha female, I guess, to what you saying.
Sort of. But do you think that? Do you think this is the work that he gave her? You understand what I'm saying? If you think that he said no, this wasn't gonna happen, that she was still gonna do something without his permission.
Well, they said back in the day, like the women made all the decisions.
Yeah,
like the men went to work, they came home, but the women,
the
women dictated what goes on in the household. You know,
I agree.
Decisions
I agree.
That were made in
when
the
I
household.
said that if he says no, do you think she still does what she wanted to do, even though he says no?
Nah, because you can slap the shit out of him.
My point exactly. I don't mean slap the shit out of her, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm not
I
saying
don't
you
think,
can either. I'm just
I don't
saying
think that. I don't think that
was high.
I don't think that. Right. I mean, even though that's just something that he delegated to her, I just think that's something that he delegated to her because it's something he didn't want to deal with. So it's a role that he delegated to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that she was necessarily
right.
You know, if I'm gonna go out and work every day, I'm gonna come home, pay bills, and do all this stuff too. No, you gonna do this. I'm gonna be out working
16 hours a day.
Yeah.
Nah, you're up there being a beta right now. You need to join this conversation.
You know what? I was actually listening to it because coming into it, you hear alpha male. Of course, like Reese said, everybody thinks they're an alpha male, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then listening to
believe it.
My stage. But listening to your
just
point,
beta me right.
Listening to your point about the title maybe doesn't exist because it gives like a false sense of inflated confidence. I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever seen it from that perspective, and now I'm just sitting back listening to, like, damn, do I even believe? Like, do I personally even believe in the terminology of alpha male? You know what I'm saying? Because at any given time, like take in my case, take a marriage, right? At one point in time, I'm hot, so I'm spearheading shit. You know what I'm saying? At another time, she hot, she spearheading shit, and it's just like at any given time, somebody could be the alpha, or in my case, the one that's spearheading certain decisions or moves or anything like that. And I don't think that makes the other person more or less. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was using the sports, if Kobe scoring, you know what I'm saying, he missed, Shaq get the rebound. It's not a bad thing because it's a team. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Kobe missed, but Shaq got the rebound. You see what I mean?
And dunked it.
Yeah, and dunked it. So it's like you gonna need a supporting cast, regardless whether it's a movie, whether it's like in any type of unionship relationship. You're gonna need somebody gonna have to make a decision, get through that door first, and if that person get through the door trip, then the next person is there to help them with that.
You
know what I'm saying?
But ultimately, that's the point I'm trying to make. Ultimately, the alpha domineered. Kobe was the alpha. Shaq was not the alpha.
I wouldn't say all the way through.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
You keep trying to. I mean, like
clean it up a little bit. If we going in with the sports, you gotta explain a little bit more, Veda.
What I'm saying is, just like you said, Kobe took the shot, Shaq rebounded and did it. But the shot was made by Kobe. If it didn't work, you do have a team. Like it's your household. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing is you made the decision. You ride with it.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work, obviously you gotta
switch it up.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yep.
You always gotta like rebound and do. You know what I'm saying? And make something. But the decision was made.
Yeah. By that person.
Yeah.
Let me take it back from you on that one. So let's say Kobe take the shot.
Right.
He's being alpha. He made that decision. Take this shot.
Yep.
Shaq make the rebound as his support.
Yep.
If Kobe the alpha, that means Shaq is passing Kobe back the ball to take the shot again, right?
No.
If we talking about
said he shot the ball, he missed. Shaq got it and dunked the ball, right?
But if Kobe is the alpha, wouldn't Shaq pass Kobe back the ball? He's supposed to.
That's the
no.
He's going off Don's analogy, so the supporting cast. So
yeah, if it's a supporting
once
cast,
Kobe shot and missed, that means that shit didn't work.
Exactly. So we going.
So now y'all coming back to me. Y'all coming back to what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So if you got the supporting cast, and then Shaq grabbed the ball and then he make a decision, I'm gonna put it back up, and
he becomes the alpha. That's why I was
but that doesn't make you the alpha again. If the initial,
it's not saying
it's the person who makes the decision, right? If you make a decision and it doesn't work, you're supposed to have people to help you. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have a second, a plan B, a plan. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be.
Okay,
but the alpha is the person that makes the decision for whatever it is that's happening, right? And if it doesn't work, you can always go. But the decision was made because I said so, right?
Right.
So that's where the alpha comes in. Now, if it doesn't work, we go to Don plan or whatever plan, whoever plan, whatever the case may be. That doesn't mean he becomes the alpha. That first decision goes to that one person
that got through the door.
Yeah, the first decision is.
I think this is a bad analogy we kind of using right now.
It probably is.
Yeah, because even if you're using the Kobe thing and stuff like that,
yeah.
It's a plan drawn up. So they talked about it. So even if in the things like, hey, this is the plan, I'm gonna take this shot. This is my decision. You have to support it.
But that's how you know that alpha males they ain't existed in I don't know how long.
So
because even then, that's the reason why Kobe and Shaq kept beefing. Because
they both are alphas.
They both are trying to be the alpha,
right? But that's what I was trying. That's what I was saying. Like it could be more than one, but you said, it's gonna be.
It couldn't be though.
It's going to be a person that's going to take the mantle. It's got to be somebody that's going to take the mantle, right?
Everybody can't take the shot.
It's got to be somebody
can take the shot.
I think this is a bad analogy, right?
That's why I say let's get away from the sports aspect of it and go with the relationship part of it. Because I think that's where it originally spawned from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
In a relationship,
I think that's so easy.
I feel like it's going to pass back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So would I say I'm the alpha male of my house? I don't even think I would use that. You know what I'm saying? Like I play the role. I play the role of father, husband. You know what I'm saying? That's my role. And whatever else comes with that. You know what I mean? Would I say I'm like the alpha? I don't think I would have. I don't think I would agree with the title. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like I believe enough in that title to embody that. You know what I'm saying? Now if I'm doing alpha male is shit, all right, cool. But if I wouldn't say I'm the alpha male. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just
why though?
I feel like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't agree with
when anything goes wrong, who responsibility is it?
It could be anybody.
It could be anybody. Like whoever has the best idea or the best moves for it, it can be her.
I think most of
the give me a situation where
I think what Veda want to say. I think what Veda want to say is that he make a sole decision without any input. That's what you want to say.
No.
Because it doesn't make sense. He's like, if you make the final decision, fine.
But if we having a discussion, right, and we throwing out answers or whatever I say, and we giving out stuff, and I say, well, yeah, all right, well, I think X is what we gonna go with, and be like, all right, fuck, we gonna go with X, right? But we already throw out X, Y, and Z. We
Yep.
just said we was going with X,
Yep.
right? So we go out with X and it doesn't work.
Right.
It doesn't mean that because we go with the next one that person becomes the alpha. That's
no,
not
that's
it.
what
No,
I'm saying.
that's not what we saying.
That's
Challenging what you saying.
No.
That's not
Yeah,
what we
I'm
saying.
saying
Okay,
like,
explain.
if you using your analogy, if you throw out X, if you throw out X and the wife, girlfriend, whatever, agrees with X, right? Y'all go with X. X don't work. She was like, well, let's try Y. I don't think the alpha name transitions to her. I think she's just trying to help the whole overall situation. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is I don't think being an alpha male or being labeled or titled as an alpha male really makes any sense for me, because I'm gonna go with whoever had the best decision for that option. You see what I'm saying?
So you okay?
But does that make you an alpha male?
Again, I can't
even
I
going
can't,
with the decision. Like
That's
you know
what I'm
that
saying.
is a
That
better
she's
decision.
gonna
Yeah.
trust. She gonna bring the
Uh,
decision to you, right?
That's not
Yeah.
creating an alpha male though.
Yeah.
That's y'all discussing and what's the best option.
That's
And I'm
why I
like,
said
I'ma go
alpha
with this
males
option.
are.
so that's what I'm
that shit
saying. Like
dead now.
I wouldn't say, yo, I'm the alpha male because of that. Now, if somebody called me that, I'd be like, all right, okay.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have enough self investment in the title of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
I
putting
mean, you don't lift enough
equity.
weights because Q beat
Probably.
your ass.
Body slam that
I
ass.
put more equity into the husband father part. You know what I'm saying? So if that comes with that, then all right, cool. But if it doesn't, I'm not mad that I'm not being called that. You know what I'm saying?
But I think more so what Veda is arguing against on this
Yeah.
is that I'm making the decision.
That's
I'm
it.
not talking. I'm making
That's
the
it.
decision. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. That's
And
it. That's all I was ever
and-
arguing.
And
I'm not
everybody
saying-
got to decide on it. And if you sit down and you have a discussion with somebody, and he's like, "All right, I think we should go with X," and we saying, "All right, I got Y, but X sounds good."
Yeah.
And Don like, "Yeah, but I like Z, but X do sound better than Y. Maybe let's go with X." Doesn't make you an alpha in that situation. Maybe you had a discussion with people and made
Yeah,
a decision out there.
all it is the final say though. It doesn't mean it can't.
No, it's not. That don't make sense about final says, man.
If
Getting hot, you get mad or something. What's going on?
Getting them tight.
Get it out, man. Get it out,
you
please.
about to let the alpha come out. That's what you about to do.
Get me tight.
He thinking about me peeing on the toilet seat.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
No.
Ain't no alpha in this room right now. I
Uh,
want them all to come out like what, some wings gonna come out or some shit? Like what?
I like I say, I don't think it's no such thing. I just don't. Like I don't believe it's no such thing as alpha male.
Let him get his ideas out. He's finna turn to alpha.
you're right.
No.
Girl, I'm alpha.
No, I think that the final say doesn't it doesn't mean that you can't have a discussion. It's just that you know, how can I say, like even if your wife, we're going wife, right?
Mhm.
They're gonna bring it to you. Like, what do you think, honey? You know what I
Right.
mean? Y'all have a discussion about it, and then she leaves it up to you to make the decision, right? After y'all discuss, I put my opinion out there, you put your opinion out there, but we're gonna ride what you think, baby. That's because she believes that you are the leader of the household, right? The
Yeah.
head of the household, which
Yeah.
makes you the alpha, right?
Still don't make you an
Ain't
alpha.
no,
So that
How
that
it ain't a black woman in the world.
that
Let's go
part
sit there
of
and look
leader
at
of the
that shit in your
household
hand.
I can rock with, but the alpha male, I don't.
But
I'm not
that's what
saying
alpha-
I'm not
but-
saying it don't.
Alpha
I'm not
doesn't
saying it
mean that
don't.
you don't take opinions from somebody else.
No,
The
that's what I'm
alpha doesn't
saying.
mean that you don't listen to everybody else.
Yeah.
Alpha mean that you don't cut everybody else out. That's not what an alpha male is. It's the person that just gets the final say. That gets the final say. So that's it. The
I
person
get it.
that
I
makes
get
the
it. He even
decision.
saying even if Q has the best decision,
Yeah.
she still had to run it past you, and then like she made the
That's
decision
it.
on
That's
her own.
all I'm saying.
She ran it through
That's
her
all I'm
husband
saying.
Which is
and
fine.
left it up to
I'm
you to
just
make the
not
final
gonna-
decision. Now, if you was like, "Oh yeah, that's a great thought,"
Thought, baby.
we gonna
We
roll with that
that.
one. then you still an alpha.
You're
male.
still the alpha, the person.
like that, baby.
That's it.
I'm
That's
gonna
it.
say okay, but I wouldn't
No.
label myself as that.
I agree with
Nah,
that.
You see what I'm saying?
Because that's just somebody that's saying like they're just getting support for whatever decision that is.
No, I'm not saying that the way they're right. I'm just saying I get what he's saying.
I get what he's saying too,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but he's trying to.
What you saying? No V for what?
Yeah. I don't know. She just want to. She
She said, like,
she just wants a point. She just want us to read. the
Aw.
comments. That's it.
sorry, B.
Are y'all hot? Oh, she's probably a man, so she can say I'm an alpha man. Like, shut up, B.
Yeah.
Interchangeable.
So
You're an alpha woman. You don't have an alpha male. You don't have a male.
all right, so let's go to the comments then. Veronica from Facebook asks, "Are we high?" Right?
Yes, high on life right now.
And she's
Probably
saying,
crack
she's
too.
also saying, you're saying everything you're saying.
I don't know what that means.
What about everything, or who's making the better argument for you, V? Let's ask that. Can
That
we
is
ask
a
that?
good question.
Yeah.
Who's making the better argument for you, Veronica?
And
from Facebook?
Shit, she said, "Oh, y'all high." She said, "None of y'all making the better view for."
Well, you know, sometimes
we
y'all,
had a
it's
couple
not
of bad analogies in there, so I don't know. It's kind of be skewed.
Yeah, we was kind of
Yeah.
working on everybody else's opinion. I mean, analogy, and it really wasn't like holding through. But I don't, to me, it doesn't mean like it just means you just get the final say. That's all I was saying. It just everything has to be ran by you,
and
to
that
get the final say.
labels you as the
and
alpha
that,
male.
and that to me, in a relationship, it labels me as the alpha male.
Okay,
because my final word and my final opinion is what we roll with.
I think
it
if
don't matter if I roll
we-
with the decisions you came with or not. It's just the fact that I got a chance to be able to say, yeah, baby, we rolling with that.
and if that's the label, okay, I can agree with that. But would I label myself as that? I had to think and be like, no,
Pac
I
saying
wouldn't
that
use
shit
that.
is just communication. Up, Pac.
I think
Pac-Man said the motherfucking woman was gonna do this shit anyway,
Right.
regardless if you said it was okay or not.
I think if we live in that space
I don't
as
think
of
so.
being an alpha male, I'm thinking I'm coming from a space. I'm just gonna make the decision. Fuck any discussion about it. I'm making the decision. Like, babe, I just came home. I bought a car. Babe, we needed that money for something else. No, I wanted a car.
Now, Veronica from Facebook again
Why, that's
says,
like
what if
being a-
she doesn't
That's not
run
being
that
a
by
dick.
you?
That is being a dick.
That's not being a dick.
It's being like a jerk. What
No,
about what you
if
say?
I
you
wanted a
say-
car?
Said, what if she doesn't run anything by you? You
Oh,
shouldn't be with her ass
She's,
then.
yeah,
she's an alpha
she's
female.
the alpha. She don't respect you. She don't respect you.
And the man is a beta.
And the beta. Yep, I agree with that.
And
okay,
she
now-
likes women.
If everything if she
Go
makes-
back up to Niecy Loves Beauty. Starting at probably her first comment. She had a couple of good comments out there.
That's way too much. We ain't going back that far.
Yes, we can. We can go back that far. I mean, we might as
Okay,
well.
go ahead. Go right there. We can start right there with Anisi at. But the true definition.
So
A man tended to assume a domineering role in social or professional situations, but when trying to demand control, it takes some actions.
okay,
All right, we ain't gonna.
next.
There can be more than one alpha male in control. There are some more than one alpha male in one room, so there's a give and take. Because in the business, there's not always one.
So are we saying
I think I said that. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
okay?
I don't believe in that, but I think leaders. She's just agreeing with what Veda says. In certain areas, there are captains, but there is a coach and an owner, so interchangeable depending on the room you're in. But in a home, the husband is the alpha male. See, situational alpha male, right? What Don was saying.
Mhm.
Also, to bring up one thing, if y'all watch Game of Thrones, I just rewatched it.
Mhm.
Jon Snow was the alpha male, even though he did not want that shit. He was just going out, beating people. He was just beating people ass.
100%.
But
100%.
he was also taking everybody in counsel, getting counseled by everybody,
Mhm.
and helping and making decisions based on what everybody was telling him. So that's
100%.
if he's making a final decision based on what everybody told him. That is what, Reese?
Communication, baby. Shit.
Which and then I don't think Jon Snow would call himself the alpha male.
No, he didn't want it.
He
didn't want
never wanted that.
That's what.
But
that's
everybody
the position
trusted
I'm
in
at.
Jon Snow. He was the only person that would be able to bring the wildlings and the
But guess what?
the north side, whatever they're from,
Well,
together.
that was back in the
But-
day where it wasn't a lot of leaders. You know what I'm saying? So you had to pick somebody.
Yeah, they was good.
Like now, we all leaders. All of us in this room. You know, we lead at something. It's something that we lead at. So, you know, a lot of decisions are going to come through us that we have to make. You know, that doesn't make us the alpha male. That just
And I
makes us
know how to
confident men, I guess.
I know how to concede
Yeah.
when there's something with somebody have a
Mhm.
better attitude.
Yeah.
I know how to concede. In
Yeah.
this, yeah. You know,
I think in a relationship, you almost have to. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's for the betterment of the family. You know, because women are so emotional. You know, y'all know I say that all the time. You know, and I'm gonna stand on that. Very, very, very emotional. You know, so it's something that you always have to protect their heart, and that's just part of being a man. You know, knowing that. You know, And if they come with a decision or come with something, you know, you have to be like, all right, I have to listen to it and make sure that I'm not just kicking their ideas, you know, out because I want to be the alpha male, you know. So sometimes you gotta compromise and be like, all right, we'll try it your way, you know what I'm saying? If it works, it works. If it don't, then we'll do something else. I think that's just how marriage is right now, you know, in
Not
this
really,
day
though.
and time, man.
Not really. We all know somebody that women run over their guy.
Oh
or
yeah,
do
yeah.
things of that nature.
But
That's not how it works.
It's not a
just
lot
a
of that.
fact.
it's not a lot though.
It's not
you
a lot
know
of what?
That women run over.
Yeah.
It's
Are you crazy?
it's conflict of ideals.
I think so. I think
conflicts because people want to be
Yeah.
alpha males and females want to be alpha females.
Mhm.
I mean,
and it's
if we
bumping
take
heads ideas.
if we take the alpha out, because I think that's what kind
Oh
of
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you take the
Stop saying
out,
alpha then.
you know what I'm
Stop
saying? If you take the
'Cause it
alpha
doesn't
out
exist.
because it's where people start getting it confused. Alpha male, alpha female. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying as far as like the person just making the decision. In some relationships, the guy just so passive. He just gives her the mantle because he don't want to hear her mouth.
Yeah.
He don't want to do this. He don't lead the household. He does not lead the household. She leads the household.
Right.
The alpha has to be the person that's okay with pissing her off
Right.
by making the decision that he make, and she's still's gonna ride with him.
Like me buying my car. He just told me I'm a dick for buying the car. I want.
I mean, that's my opinion. I think you would be a dick, but
Because I bought a car.
But if it works in your
that aspect, I do. I agree with Vader.
Wait a
I
minute,
do.
I bought a car because I wanted one, but I'm being a dick because I didn't tell running
you
back.
have to be able to.
Did you at least get the color she likes?
No, it's my
Well, you're being the dick.
That's why I feel like
I'm not alpha.
If
I'm
you-
just addicted.
right, being an alpha male, you have to have someone that you're leading. You got to have followers. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like you can't be an alpha male and you're not supported. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Like Vader said, the decisions have to go through you, and the decisions that you stand on, they have to hold something. You know what I'm saying? They have to be 100%. It has to be 100% you. If not, then you're not the alpha male. That's why I don't think it exists anymore. I don't.
You don't think the position of alpha male exists?
I don't think it
exists
exists in
anymore.
modern time. You know, like maybe if you go to other countries and stuff like that, that's just how everyone was raised. You know what I'm saying? But now here in America, the way everything is going, all the laws that are passed, it's not. You just can't be. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I don't know anyone. I don't know personally anyone that makes all the decisions in their household right now.
All the decisions, all of the time.
I just don't.
Yeah, I don't.
And I always thought I was gonna be somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna be the person that stand. I don't know where the disconnect comes
Where
the change comes in.
You don't think that you make all the decisions? Like
no, I don't make all the decisions in my household.
no.
Yeah, Ruthie's a strong woman. She's a strong black one. I pride her on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that I have weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that I don't see clearly on certain things that she does. You know what I'm saying? She'll see things in a logical way that I don't. You know, and she'll explain it to you like, you know what? Damn, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
Get that man a clap on that, Don. What a clap for him? Because that's being a black man being transparent. Yeah, how you gonna boo?
You have to find it.
How you gonna boo Reese on that? Y'all evil. You got booed on that shit. He being transparent and shit like that.
I don't know why she booed me. She booed me from something up there.
Yeah. So it's
What up, Nikki? I just not.
Nikki Foots. You know, we got a lot of people joining in. So I think the conversation is for me is really good because like I never looked at. I mean, when you hear the phrase alpha male, it's a lot of things that come to mind. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's view of it is going to be different. When Vader says it goes through me every single time. Yeah, because in granddad
And that's why, and this is why I always think that, because no matter what, my grandma ran through.
She had to run it through him. She had to run it through him because that's the way that their dynamic was set up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She was okay with him being the tip of the spear for the household. You know what I'm saying? She was okay with being the supportive cast. You know, she was okay with that. She knew her role. You know what I'm saying? In modern times and recess, I think it exists because it kind of flip flops. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got the right way. Sometimes I got the right way.
But that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
No.
This is why I keep getting it. It just means that we're passive now because it's so much stuff tackled against you. You don't want to deal with it. It doesn't mean it exists because some men are still alpha. We are just passive.
Yeah.
I don't think that exists. I don't think it's just a large swath of men that's passive, that's counting kowtowing to women.
Are you passive?
I agree.
It is.
I agree.
not.
We are
I know I'm
passive.
passive.
We
a
are
lot of
passive
times,
as a passive.
Black man said
if
he's
you-
not
our
passive.
generation,
I'm
I'm
diplomatic.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
diplomatic in whatever situation I'm
You
in.
can't choose a word we didn't start with.
I'm sorry.
No one-
I'm not passive.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not passive.
China.
You
I know I'm passive
But
to
you
a
know,
certain extent.
I have conversations.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure whatever decision is the betterment of
Okay. So
whatever household.
in whichever relationship that you can use as an example where you were the more dominant, the more alpha of the situation, right? How did that work?
I was dominant all of them.
Well,
But
I'm saying
as
just
long
pick,
as the relationship
pick a,
was
pick
with
a,
the
you
core,
know what I'm saying?
yeah. You act like I've been in like 6,000.
Then you cry. Then
I
you
mean,
cry.
some of them are short, some of them
I
are
did
long.
cry.
You see what I mean?
I
But
did cry.
I just want to know
did.
how did
I
that
love
work?
that girl.
I
shit
think I
didn't
know where
work.
you're finna go.
I love you, Takora.
Oh Lord.
I think
She gonna tell me I was crying when she left. I did cry. But yeah, if
From
I
your view, how did you see like that work? Because I don't think I'm the alpha. You know what I'm saying? I think I handle the stuff that's on my plate to handle. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying with that, because with the stuff that you have on your plate, you're
Yeah.
looking for that support to make other
Right.
decisions that help you, right?
Yeah.
So in that relationship, I was with the core about 7 years, 8 years, and stuff like that. We was in a combined household,
Yep.
and when decisions were being made and stuff like that, she leaned on me to be a leader,
Yeah.
as well, and I leaned on her to be my support.
Right.
And when I was weak, like Reese was at certain points, or my plate was too full,
Right.
she became that person that can able like, hey, I'm gonna make this particular decision. What do you think? She still ran it by me and stuff like that.
Can I ask
But
you
you
a
know,
question?
but you know
Pac-Man?
that can
Ask me what
that can take away your confidence too. You know what I'm saying? Because how do you know if you're a great leader or not? You might be a great leader. You know what I'm saying? But if the person you with won't let you lead, then you won't know that, right?
That's one aspect. But what I was saying is,
I'm gonna ask
as
you
far
next.
as far as like the things that she decided to do because your plate was full, was it the things that she took on her own? Was the things that you delegated to her, like it was that you took what you thought was important and then the other things you gave to her?
Yeah, it's delegation, or she stepped up.
But
It's the balance of a relationship.
But that's not though. See what I'm saying?
It is.
Let's say you had 1 through 7 and you gave her 7, and that's what she decided to do. She didn't take 1 and did it. You gave her 7 because you took the 6 things that you thought was important and you gave her number 7, which still makes you the alpha, right? Because you still took the decision that you feel was the most important, and you took and made control of that. And the things that you feel that was a little less important, you delegate to her, baby, I need you to do this for me. No?
It was a balance. So even if I gave her something or she picked up something, how we attributing what's the importance to it?
It's your decision, is
It's
what
my
I'm saying.
decision.
It's your decision what you thought was important, because you took the heavy lifting stuff, right? You wouldn't have told her to go put the back door up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you took what you
If
thought
I
was
did, if I did, like what
then it would have been her job to make sure the back door got put up, right? So she would have to call the handyman or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to come do this because I'm full, you know what I'm saying? But that's what you delegated to her, right?
Right.
But the things that you thought was important, you took, and the things that you said, okay, I can allow her to do this, you gave to her. So she did that. She didn't dictate what she was going to do. She kind of just followed your guidance, and whatever you left for her to do, that's what she did because she was your backbone.
right. It's exactly what I said, but also I said it's a
But,
balance.
no, I agree. I
yeah.
said that.
Okay.
But I'm saying, but that's what makes you the alpha, because you decided to what you was delegating out to her. You know what I'm saying? Or no?
I guess yes.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I
Right? No,
understand
I'm,
what
saying,
you
I'm
said,
asking.
but yeah, that's pretty much what I said. Yes,
I agree. I'm not disagreeing.
I know you're not disagreeing, but I'm trying to you finishing that like you just saying like agree. I was like, yes, even if I delegated or she stepped up to take that position, you saying that still make me an alpha.
Right. It's still what I'm just saying. It still was something that you feel like you took the important stuff, the heavy lifting stuff,
Okay.
out the equation before you gave her an option of what you needed her to do, right? Is what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
didn't give
at times,
right.
or at times,
That's all I was saying.
or at times she'd step up and she'd just take on some stuff.
Okay, all right. I don't know. That's how I was rolling. But go ahead. Ask the reason when he said was makes you like less what confident.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by less confident? If she make what
Like less
decision?
confident to lead, like you'll start questioning your decisions. You know, if someone's always argumentative, when you come up with a decision, then that would make you second guess, right?
Now, I've been blessed in my lifetime to never have somebody that was just 100% challenging.
I didn't say 100%. I'm just
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying I
Mhm.
was just never, or
Mm.
somebody that give you that much pushback on something.
Right.
Carl was never like that.
Mhm.
So it was just better. We had the diplomatic system where we had a conversation and stuff like that. If it is important stuff, let's say, hey, I'm paying the mortgage. I'm like, oh damn, I'm broke this month. I can't lift this. All right, baby, I got you. Make sure I'm do this. What can you do? If you can focus on this, I'm gonna take care of mortgage and stuff like that for the next 2 months so you can get back on your feet. Or I delegate her. Hey, take care of the mortgage for the next 2 months. Isn't that one and the same, right?
It feels like
Yeah.
It feel like one and the same, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, man, if she's stepping up or I'm delegating, it's just I have my support system or we being supported together. And even if you get to that point, it's not going to make me feel less than if I'm making a decision like, hey, I need you to do this. And she's asking me why, and then don't do it. I'm not going to feel less than. It's just like, man, fuck that. I'm not going to tell you to do this shit no more. Or
I'm gonna just handle it. Yeah,
I'm gonna handle it.
Yeah,
You know?
and I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna come back to you because you dropped the ball.
Right.
You know, or not even dropped it. You just rejected the idea of you carrying the ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I bet. Yeah, I'm definitely not coming back to that with you. You know what I'm saying? If something got to get done, it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done my way.
Here goes Shell.
What up? I was just gonna say that. What up, Shell?
We used to bust Shell ass every day. Oh, and roll.
Oh, y'all chilling rolling now.
So,
like to roll out alpha male.
all right. So where does that leave us now? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel enlightened. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I know a little bit more about everybody's definition of an alpha male. In the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I think we asked the question, are you an alpha male? I was like, yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? I think I answered out of, well, I don't want to be the beta. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, it's like, I don't think I really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I really care which way or the other, just as long as the job get done.
I'm right.
You know
I'm
what
with
saying?
you on that.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
definitely
long as
100%
the household gets taken care of, long as the kids are good, like I don't really care what I'm considered labeled as. Like for me, I don't really care.
That's
You know
cool.
what I'm saying?
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I think like right now we kind of stuck in a mode of societal
I
constructs
don't.
of
I don't.
what people roles supposed to be in the household,
Mhm.
and we subscribing these titles to it. Alpha male, head of household, submission, beta female, whatever.
I like that. Subscribe.
I think you do. I think we.
y'all should
I think.
subscribe to this
I
channel.
think we reaching. I think everybody wish, or everybody
Subscribe.
would be comfortable in an alpha male role. You know, but I just don't think it exists anymore.
I think
I just don't. I just think that times have changed. You know, and I'm not saying that you have to be, you know, the passive, like Beta say, this real passive person in your household, but you do got to compromise. You know what I'm saying? And you do have to do what's best, like Don said, what's best, the best decision for the family. You know,
like
that just make
you said. I just
I know,
adding
but
to that.
I
you
mean,
said
what makes
you
you
said
think that
granddad
you
was
would,
the
wouldn't do what
alpha male,
you
right?
wasn't making the best decision for the family, right? Like that's where we're getting it wrong. It's not a personal decision. It's still your decision to make the best decision for the pack. It's just your decision to say
well,
what
then
it's
that's
going to
just
be.
you giving yourself that title. Like if she's coming to you with a decision that she knows that it's the best decision. She just like Pac-Man said, it's just communication. She just communicating it with you. She's going to go with that best decision. That's the best decision for the family. Even if you agree to it or not, she knew it was the best decision. She confident in that decision.
That doesn't. But the fact
Beta just want to make the final decision.
it's not. It's
like
just
live
that,
alone.
that doesn't make her.
It's my decision. It's mine. Yeah. Alpha.
Make her what, B?
Because she come up with a great idea. You can follow. I mean, you can take her. You know what I'm saying? Like her great idea.
You're saying just her discussing it with you makes
You giving
That's
her,
it. It
you
doesn't.
giving her permission
but
to
that's-
implement it. Is that's what she's saying?
She came to you. It's not you giving her anything. She came to you because that's how she feels. This is what she looked.
What do final decision?
So you saying
mean
her communicating with
her
that
communicating with you is just making sure it shows
that
that you're the leader. Like, I want to see what my husband thinks
I take that.
about that. It doesn't mean
I take
fear
that.
or ruling.
I take
Yeah.
That means you're
like
a human.
No, I like.
No, it does not.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I see where you're coming from.
No, this means you're a human. You communicating
Because
with
I agree. It's Veda, you're right. It's some women that just do whatever the
They
fuck
gonna
they
do what
want to
the fuck
do.
they
Yeah.
wanna
Like
do,
they don't care. They
But
not finna run it through
can't
you.
Make
any
the
damn thing,
minority as the majority is what I'm saying. Like y'all saying that all men's being passive.
That's not the
No, we're not
minority,
saying
though,
all.
bro.
That
That's
is
not
that is the minority.
You
It's
think
just-
all women come to their men and ask questions?
I think it's a good
Look,
good patch.
Now think about the women that you date, bro, because your women are, different of a different kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all women are gonna be the same, bro. Like, you got to think about
I
the
picked
quality
them,
of women.
I'm an alpha. I picked those women.
You got to think about the quality of women
Pack the-
that you date, right?
Pack date all the same
Right.
women.
So the quality of women that you date, it go by a certain standard, right?
Right? Yeah.
If you deal with a different quality of women, which is probably going to be more of those than the other kind. You know what I'm saying? So therefore,
We talking in
Call it
codes. people.
transsexuals. What? I don't know.
no. All right. So let's say,
Look at that other guy.
like
no.
No, I don't
the
like
other kind.
transsexual. I
I'm
know I
talking
said that
about.
booty last
I don't
time.
want to say because I don't want to start like labeling people, right?
Oh, okay.
Like, so like
You are
people
gonna
with
label
like
them.
4 baby daddies that don't know how to compromise or talk or just compromise is probably the best way to saying it.
Mhm.
So the women you date didn't go down that path, right?
Right.
They a little bit more of a traditional role, how to life going, degrees,
Right.
career, things of that nature. So therefore, they understand compromise and they understand falling into.
And
I
also,
don't gonna say lying, but you know what I'm saying. But
and
just
they
like
also from 2-parent households.
2-parent house or whatever it's gonna be, whatever it's gonna
Just
be.
being an ass,
That's
all right.
true, though.
Whatever it's gonna
To
be,
me,
though.
that plays a big role.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's just me personally.
I
That's
get-
just how I feel. That plays a big role.
And
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you have that jaded opinion because that's the kind of women that you date. You don't necessarily deal with a certain type of women, which is gonna be more women that don't have degrees and careers and just things of that nature. Just this, we categorize it. I know, and that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
did. That's
It's
what I
fine. You
tried
can
to
do.
stay away from it, right?
You can, but
That's gonna understand that hierarchy, that role, that lifestyle, that you know what I'm saying. Just and sometimes they take a back seat. Doesn't mean they're not strong. They just took a back seat because that's the way the hierarchy goes. You know what I'm saying? And then you get some that's just mouthy and just want to argue about everything and don't know how to compromise because they never really had nobody pour into them, right?
Okay.
So therefore, they're combative.
I said, let's
What
put
you
it
mean
like
pour
this.
into?
Let's put it like this. Since you're saying that I have a niche market of women I date,
Okay.
are you more general with you date? You more all encompassing? You open to who you want to date because you come across that? Because I'm in the trenches too. It's not like that's who I go for. That's my preference, or that's what yes. But I'm in the trenches enough to see the lay of the land, and not just think, okay, just because I date this specific women, I cannot argue that it's not enough for this. So, do you date enough of that in that space that you present the women that's
Now we're talking dating, like
just dating.
hanging out is different than dating, right? So
hanging
you
out-
choose to date a certain type of women, even though you might have dated, even though you might have dealt with this kind of woman, right?
Hanging out,
You
dating.
didn't look at her as a girlfriend material because of certain things, right?
Right.
So, but you did look at this person because she fell in line with a certain lifestyle that you like. So you chose this person to try to date, right?
Right.
So therefore, what I'm saying is, it kind of, the person you chose kind of I guess related to you, related to you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of just followed your thought process or whatever the case may be. She kind of fell in line with that thought process. You know what I'm saying? So you can say, I can see myself dating this type of woman. But these other women, it was never nothing but just entertainment or something along those lines because of
I don't want no
being
baby mama, 2 baby daddy.
because of they're combative. They don't know how to
not combative.
talk. They don't know how to deal. They don't know how to compromise. They don't know how to do a lot of these things. So therefore,
See, now that's why I stop you when we make this generalization, because the women I did that had those kind of things, is, you know, I'm not sitting here saying like, hey, I'll only date this segment of women. You avoided the question I asked you too. So you got to go back to it. But I'm going to address that. So those women, I did date women that had those, you know, specific 2 baby daddy, 3 children, 4 children, whatever. And I've never experienced like somebody that want to leave, that want to listen. You can pour into them. You can help them along the way to have that interpersonal relationship with a person, or if it just don't get there, it just don't get there. I'm saying when I talk in that sense,
have you had a long-term relationship with a woman like that?
Definitely no.
Okay. Have you? No. I know.
But have you dated generally in that population to believe 100% that minority that you're talking about is the majority that we speaking of right now?
No, I have never dated, right?
Right.
Because
why are you holding this opinion then?
Because upon dealing with, right? Okay. See, I don't want to get dating and dealing with. It's different, right?
It's the same thing. With the people that we smashed, people we pulled up on, people we
right. And even in dealing with somebody, you can tell when somebody's combative and just arguing, just going back and forth. I'm not finna deal with that, right? I'm not gonna take this person on as a person that I'm gonna pour into and invest in to be in a relationship with, right? I'm just.
So why you dating?
You made a decision not to deal with them
because we're dealing. Okay, let's say situationship, right? You can leave her in the situationship category, but you won't put it into the relationship category.
Just correct,
right?
Just fucking.
So therefore, you can tell by the way she acts and talks to you when y'all are just like dealing with each other that you wouldn't take her and put her in the girlfriend.
You put her in a situation,
right?
So she got 3 baby daddies. She got some good pussy.
Yeah, that's true.
What the hell does that do?
No, but I'm asking you.
All you doing is fucking. What else?
No. I'm saying, yeah, but what that got to do? I mean, that's true, but what that got to do with? Like, I'm saying what that got to do.
No, but I'm asking you. So
your point is valid, but it's not.
You dealt with that segment of people more often than the quality of women that you want to date, and that's why you feel that you can have that opinion that, you know, in that space.
Oh yeah.
It's more women. It's more men that's passive in this situation because of these women. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
You done dealt with.
I dealt with more people on the wrong side than the right side.
Than the right side
that I can formulate.
That's the JD.
That's all you come in.
But this is what it is, right? It's an opinion
based
conversation.
I know it's opinion, but like you challenging my opinion. I'm just saying we can't make it the minority or the majority of this conversation. Like I've been in the trenches and I see it. I don't even have to date them. I done been in these raggedy ass Facebook.
My point exactly.
Raggedy ass.
Even some listening to some to be yelling at their dudes in the restaurant. You sitting there for your food, like that's just totally disrespectful.
But I know even if in Chicago, if I go into Walla's and there's 5 women in there yelling at their baby dads, it is. That was racist. My bad.
What's racist?
I call it Walla's, but that's what we call them.
That's what you called it. We all called it Walla's. Why you moving that? Put that back.
Oh, you gonna take the mic away? You gonna cancel?
What was it called there?
They're Arabs.
No, what was the restaurant called?
What is Arabs? What is the
Arabs?
What was the restaurant called?
Gyro.
Mr. Submarine.
No, that was
No, let me get back to my point. Let me get back to my point though. He said, if I go up into Mr. Submarine,
Sunny Subs.
That was called Sunny's?
Sunny Subs.
It's Walla's. We call it Walla's.
I know exactly what it's called.
They call themselves Walla's wherever you go. But if you go in there, you can see 5. I can see 5 women yelling at their man, talking about their baby daddy. I would not
even get off the ground.
Yeah. Exactly, man. I mean, it's my fault. You gonna take your mic away and gonna blame it on me. Why would you say that? But if I seen that situation, I would not think in my head, the world is like this. Chicago is like this. Because I know that's just a minority. That's just somewhere in that space that I am. I can't even think
how can it be a minority and we constantly see it all over the place? From the people you deal with to the people that you don't deal with to the stories that you hear. Like you always hear about somebody with some sort of reckless situation, regardless if they're in a relationship or not. It's a reckless situation.
In a year, how many women you come across? Dating, messing around, just getting to know, not putting you out there, but you know, in the
7.
Facebook book. 7. You look, he like these women. Lying. So those 7 is gonna be the litmus test for you to believe that if those 7 women act like this, all women like this. I was listening to this one thing. This dude, he made a really good point though, and it was kind of valid though. I agree with him. He was talking to this chick. He said, we can't differentiate the good women from the hoes because the good women stand too close to the hoes and their ideas. So the woman was, what are you talking about? He said, all right, think of it like this. He said, if 20 lines running down the street, are you going to stand there and pick out which one is going to bite you less, or one is just going to jump on you, or you going to run from the pack of lions? So is that your mentality about that?
Running back 20 lines running down the street?
Yeah, he said that the good women stand too close to the hoes.
What do you mean by standing too close?
Okay, yeah.
Just the figure of speech,
right.
Not standing close to them.
No, I'm just saying.
But just the ideas and stuff they talk about, or they in the same vicinity of that. So like I'm saying is that if it's 10 women, I'm saying that more than likely it's 6 to 7 great women versus 3 hoes. Veda saying,
think so?
Yes. And Veda saying it's 8 to 9 hoes.
And one good woman in that pack.
Why those hoes can't be great women?
Yeah, we can. That's another thing we talk about.
Another discussion.
That's another discussion. But I'm just saying, like, if they stand close to these, how can you identify if you're doing a pack of line?
I think to get to that though, if you label a hoe as somebody that you wouldn't date, right? It's because of the certain way she carries herself, mannerisms, things of that nature, and things of that nature. So that's what we getting from that.
But I'm saying why they can't be great women. You had
are great women.
Look at the movie Pretty Woman. You know what I'm saying? She was Julia Roberts was a real life.
But I mean,
she was a real life proprostitute. That's what I'm saying. But she was.
But that's a fairy tale, though. That's a fairy tale. That's a fairy tale.
But
and nobody.
That's all based off something.
And nobody's gonna.
You don't think that those? I guess a lot of women out there that just said
she was not. She was an escort. She was not a prostitute.
But I'm saying, if you know a woman has a history, how often are you gonna take that woman's hand in marriage or into a relationship? If you know that she has a history, and you know what I'm saying?
Like, how do you? What does history mean? What do history mean? Like
that you know that she was promiscuous,
right?
Yeah, had a high body count.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
That's you.
That's me. I don't care about body count.
I definitely do.
That
counts.
And join us next week when we talk about does body count matters? No.
That's a good one.
But for this conversation, the alpha title.
Yeah, we did get off the rail.
It's cool because I liked it. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? And it's given more underlying tones to go into as far as like topic wise. Like I like the body count one. I liked your ideas on certain situations. So, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's final thoughts.
The final thoughts. I just feel the same. Just as if you're gonna be an alpha male of the household, the final decision has to go through you. That's it. It doesn't mean you provoke fear anybody. It doesn't mean you're standing over anybody or somebody has to be afraid of you, whatever the case may be. It just means that they respect you enough to bring things through, to run things through you.
Yeah.
Before a decision is made.
And I agree with Veda. At first I didn't. I was like, alpha male don't exist. Just because of the definition of it, it's just how everyone else labeled it. But I agree. Like if the woman is bringing whatever the decisions through you or whatever the situation through you, then she looks at you as being somebody that she respects. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you can't consider yourself being an alpha male.
Oh, so me. I still think we shouldn't live in a place where we gotta label things or add certain kind of titles or designations to them. Like, this is a evolving topic of what alpha male means, because it's going to be totally what we debated today. And I don't disagree with anything that Veda said or Don said or Reese said. I'm on the same wavelength with you guys, but I just think that's not a designation of alpha male to me. That's just being in the correct structure of your household. You being that leader, you becoming that leader, or you.
So a leader, right? Can we call it a leader then?
You confident.
Can we be head of household?
Head of household. Yeah, we can call it that. I don't care. But
I
don't want no labels.
Okay, all right.
I don't want
no
names.
I got you. All right.
Because again, when we pull out of that, like everybody in that comment, what alpha male is going to be totally different. What I say, even when the old girl gave the definition of it, it was different than what we was talking about. True. So I just think that, it's just a false sense of confidence that it gives certain males to kind of interject into their household or how they try to present themselves to their mate. If you having conversations, making final decisions, or you confident, or that your mate is confident in you making decisions, you being the best human being possible in that situation. That's just me.
Okay, that's your opinion. What's up? What's up? Go ahead.
Final thoughts on alpha male. Like I say, coming into this one, I don't think I had any predetermined ideas on the actual label, the word. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, they just two words put together, and it's like it's supposed to carry a different meaning than them separately. You know what I mean? So just listening to Veda's opinion, you said your granddad was the epitome of an alpha male.
To me, yes.
I don't think I would want to be granddad. I don't want every decision going through me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I in today's day and age and time, nah, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Back then, maybe that's just, you know what I'm saying, the way it was. You know what I'm saying? But just speaking on today and current situation, I don't want to. I wouldn't.
But he's not saying that you have to make the decision.
No.
He's just saying that the idea has been passed through you. That's it.
Yeah, like with
my grandma
like
decided what bills was gonna get paid. If the money was short,
yeah,
what bills was gonna get paid, how I got paid. But she said, "Hey, baby, I didn't pay this month. I just paid. We just only had enough to pay this, or whatever the case may be."
I'm only speaking of how they moved then. You know what I'm saying? I would not want that for me now. You know what I mean? I think I'm leaving with less of a of my own interpretation of alpha male than what I came in with. You know what I'm saying? Because it now it means less than when we started for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still gonna do what needs to be done whenever it's my time to get it done. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
So I think I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Alpha male, to me, I'm less knowledgeable of what it means or how it's supposed to feel. You know what I mean? So because I'm gonna just do whatever needs to get done. I would rather be called the utility man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, whatever I need you to fit.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Call me that. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it feels like. You know what I'm saying?
So have you ever felt like a decision that came through you was not a good decision? You let it ride and it failed. Then what?
That came from me, or
came from Q?
That came from her. It wasn't a good one, and it failed. And you say, then what?
Then what did you do?
Shit, I fixed the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it, depending on what failed, how it failed, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Either we'll reconvene, you know what I'm saying? Come up with another one, or like I had one in the chamber, I'm gonna go ahead and get that cracking. You know what I'm saying? So it would depend on the situation, or I think I'd do better if I had an example. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's been times where she would tell me to do something, and I would already have how I would move in that situation, but I'm gonna do it her way, just to, I'm gonna do it your way. You know what I'm saying? That shit didn't work. I'm gonna do it my way. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily go back to him like, yo, that shit didn't work. So what you want me to do? Nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I already got how I would move in that situation. So I'm gonna move how I'm gonna move in that situation, but I'm gonna move with the thought process of a us in mind and not just a me in mind.
Right.
Is it a us, or is it a, and I'm not speaking to your situation, is it a us, or is it because you don't want the argument, the combativeness?
I think in the beginning it was more the don't want the argument, but now it's more
That's
of
what
us.
I mean by being passive. Like, sometimes you have to just,
that's why I agree. Like, I know I'm passive.
Do what you should do, what's supposed to do, and you have to deal with the attitudes. And eventually,
I still don't think
eventually
have attitude.
Things will start falling into place.
They don't now. Every woman don't have one. Just 90% of them.
But yeah,
look, that's what they like. Great job, brother.
That's the alpha male.
Yeah. But y'all know, them men come with some decisions or whatever. Y'all gonna be mouthy as hell about the decision.
I mean, sometimes, and to Vader's point, sometimes, and like I said in the beginning,
She said she disappointed with me up there.
She was talking about body count.
Said,
saying
boo, Reese.
Oh, I said 7.
Love you, B.
7 is the max.
7.
Damn, you a hard guy.
7 what?
Do you see it?
You have 7 bodies on your resume. You can't go more than that. You can't do it.
No, that was you said how many body counts I had in a year, and I said 7.
Oh, I didn't talk about having you slamming.
We're just giving you
That's
a
what
preview
that's
for
what
next
Reese
week.
said 70.
Yes.
That's what Reese had said 70, and I was like, oh,
women you was interacting with, not how many you slam. Damn, you told me yourself. They lied about it.
I'm almost finished.
It is 7.
All right. So if y'all see, we loading up for next week. Next week is gonna be body count.
Right. But yeah, just like I say, just capping off that, I'm just leaving with less of a confidence in that phrase. You know what I'm saying? And just more into like,
look at Nikki being real.
I just gotta, for my position, I gotta be whatever is needed for me to be. You know what I'm saying? Like if she got a better idea, I'm gonna rock with that because at that point in time, I don't have no idea. Yeah. But if that shit fail, I'm gonna come up with something real quick and I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know what I mean?
You being an alpha.
If that's what it is, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I feel honestly, I feel like
that doesn't mean alpha.
I feel like I'm being
all right, y'all. Next time,
no, we gotta answer the comments.
What was the comments?
We only went through a few comments. The last 10 minutes is dedicated to them.
I think they was just really hating.
Just
Vader.
like
I don't think
they were just leaving that comment or whatever.
I ain't worried. That.
Oh, they made Don the hero. Tonight.
I like to be the final say. That's just my opinion. If it works, it works. If the relationship works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we've all been in relationships where we've been play both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times,
and it doesn't work.
It might go both ways, men and women. A lot of times when you passive shit, you get unhappy. It'll be.
So at this point, if I'm gonna play both sides of the fence, I'm gonna play my, the way I want to do it. And if I want it, that's how I want it to be done. That's how I'm I've been the passive and it didn't work. And I've been the I ain't gonna say the aggressive, but I would say the person, the head of the household. That's what we naming it.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. So therefore, whatever makes me comfortable,
you're gonna stay with that.
That's what I'm gonna stay with.
I don't think nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It ain't supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think
y'all gotta be selfish in some point.
No, I think it's something wrong with that if you change the script later on.
What do you mean?
Like if he don't say that off top.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah.
I start everything now. I start everything now this way.
Yeah. He say that.
I start everything. I stay at everything. I stay that.
You gonna have to go to motherfucking Tijuana or some shit. Goddamn.
I'm on my way.
With the coke lines on his nose. Hey guys, we see a couple. No, we're not out yet. But we see a couple of new people. Make sure. Thank you for tuning in. Also,
why is it not about decision making? V.
Inbox us topics. Critique us. Let us know what we're doing right. What we know what we're doing wrong.
That will
start engaging, please.
Oh, I agree. I'm not. My options come in plenty, so I know. I just got to pick the right one. V. I know.
That was so well said.
Yeah.
My options come in plenty.
Yeah. You know how it rains? I got all the raindrops. Got all the raindrops. It's okay.
The ludicrous.
I'm gonna get wet.
We good.
We good.
Signing out. Union Podcast. Thanks for checking us out.
Appreciate you. Like and subscribe.